For this New Year's Eve look, I'm not going to go with your classic sort of gold or silver eye. We're going to be doing like a really nice chocolatey, glittery, smoky eye. I'm getting straight on with it today because I want to get this filmed, edited and uploaded today. So hopefully we can get this done. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. I'm going to prime my eyes first. This is Makeup Revolution C5 Concealer. This video is going to be all drugstore or affordable makeup as well because I don't feel like I've done like a drugstore tutorial for quite a while now. So what better way to do it than a New Year's Eve makeup look? I haven't filmed as much as I wanted to over Christmas because iMovie broke on my laptop, which was very inconvenient because I filmed so many like Christmassy tutorials, which is just too late to upload now because it's already been Christmas. But if you do want to see them, then let me know and I'll still edit them and upload them because they are still like wintry makeup looks and we are still in the winter really, aren't we? So after I've uploaded this one today, fingers crossed, I'll get onto them and I'll still upload them and let me know what you think. So for eyeshadows today, I'm going to be using some from Makeup Geek, which I think are my favourite eyeshadows pretty much of all time. They are so affordable but so pigmented as well. And I am only going to be using 3 shadows, that's all I need really. So I've picked out those 3 right there because most of the eye is going to be covered in glitter anyway, so it should be quite an easy tutorial to follow along to. This is a darker shade that I'll use. This is Americano. And then the next, I don't know why I'm going from dark to light. Usually I would go from light to dark. Cocoa Bear, which I use pretty much most days, to be honest. It's my favourite ever. And then Frappe, which is just a little bit lighter. So we've got like our transition shade, one a little bit darker and then one a bit darker than that. So we're going to go in with that one first. Forgot what it was already, Frappe. You could literally use any brown eyeshadow palette for this. So I'm just taking it on a big fluffy brush and this is going to be like our transition shade. This eye look is going to be more rounded as well, so I'm not really going to be winging it out. I don't think so anyway. My current mood is more of a rounded eye, but that could change at any moment, so we will see. The way that I'm doing this is very similar to a tutorial that I've already done, which is my black smoky eye, which I will leave. It's in this corner. I'll leave it in there so you can go and watch it because that is probably one of my most asked for makeup looks when I'm doing it on clients. So it's just a really easy way to do like a really black smoky eye. So I definitely recommend going and watching that. This is going to be very similar to how we did that, I think, if I remember correctly. I do have purple hair at the moment, by the way, too, which is very bright. It is brighter in person than it's picking up on camera. So yeah, I've been struggling to find outfits to wear because it is so bright. I don't really know like what colours go with it apart from black or white. It's a nice little change and everybody's really liked it, so I think I'll probably keep it purple for a little bit. What is everybody doing for New Year's as well? I don't really tend to do anything for New Year's Eve really. Christmas is what I really look forward to more than anything else. So I'm not really that fussed about New Year's. I'll probably just end up getting a takeaway or something. Sometimes I find it quite overhyped unless you're going to like an actual party somewhere. Like if you've got tickets for something or if you're having like a house party. So it can get a little bit overhyped and then it's quite disappointing when you actually go out. So that's it for that shade for now. I'm going to go in with Cocoa Bear, which was like the middle shade that we're using. And this is going in the crease as well. What did everybody do for Christmas as well? I'm gutted that I couldn't get all my tutorials up that I wanted to because I wanted to put up so many videos over Christmas, but it just didn't happen. So I just ended up like having a little bit of a break. Yeah, hopefully this tutorial makes up for it and I'll be doing lots more tutorials in the new year. I literally have done nothing over Christmas apart from eat my own body weight in chocolate, which I'm probably also going to do as well while I'm editing this video later on. Yeah, I've had a really nice Christmas this year. Let me know what you do for Christmas. I just literally do as little as I possibly can and I just chill, eat and watch as many Christmas films as I can. So once I have sort of built up what I want in the crease, that's when I go in with this other brush and I can take a little bit more of the first shade that we used as well and then just blend out the edges and then just blend it up a little bit further. I quite like blending my eyeshadow quite far up at the moment rather than keeping it quite low, because sometimes I feel like once I've finished and I open my eyes, I can't even see the shadow which I've taken so long to blend out. So don't be afraid to just blend it up a little bit further, especially if you want it to look quite smoky as well. You want to be able to see like what you spent your time working on. So now I'm just taking Americano, and this is going like right into the crease, and I am also bringing this down a little bit. I want to make sure that this area here, like right in the inner corner, is covered, because that is also going to help it all blend out. And I'm only just going to put a little bit down because we're going to be putting a base on our lid. So I'm just using a little bit of this now just to get our blending started. So even though we are going to be putting glitter all over the lid, I am going to be putting a darker base down first, just so behind the glitter it's really, really dark. So because it is a dark glitter as well, it's going to make that really stand out. So you can either use like a gel liner, which I'm going to use, or like an eyeshadow stick, or even just a pencil eyeliner will work just as well. So whatever you've got, just use that. I'm going to be using a black gel liner. You can use like a dark brown because it is going to be a dark brown glitter anyway, so I don't really think it matters that much really. I'm using the Maybelline gel liner. I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand because I just find it works better once it's like warmed up a little bit. Okay, so I've just got the gel liner on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use this as a base all over my lid. So I start right at the bottom of my lashes because it's easier to blend like up into the shadow if you've got less on your brush. So I always apply most of it like down here, and then when I know I've not got as much on my brush, that's when I start like working it up, and I just go in like patting motions. I feel like it's easier to sort of blend that way. And because I'm not going to be doing any sort of eyeliner like after I've applied the glitter, so I'm not going to be lining my actual lash line, I do like to try and just rub this right into my lashes first, because I'm a little bit fairer at the root, so I don't want like that showing through once I apply my lashes on. It'll just be easier to blend your falsies after. And then I'm going to take Americano again, which was the darkest shade, on a little blend brush that we've just been using, and this is just gonna very lightly blend the black into the crease. And then just with that same brush, I'm just patting Americano all the way over just to set the liner, because we don't necessarily want the liner to be jet black. We don't need it to be because we're going to be applying the glitter over the top, but this is just going to make the background underneath look really dark, which will make the glitter stand out more. This is the only part really which you need to sort of take your time with, because once you've got the glitter on, it's really hard to like start blending because you're just going to keep moving the glitter around and then it's going to come off. So now just take the time to like get the blend how you want it, because you can't really do that much after you put the glitter on, if you get what I mean. This is the only thing that is like a little bit tedious, but it'll all be worth it in the end. Okay, so you can leave it like that if you just want a dark smoky eye, but this is a New Year's Eve tutorial, so you've got to use glitter every day, haven't you? So the glitter that I'm going to be using is this from Helen E Cosmetics. They are online, but their glitters are so nice. This is in the shade Sticky Toffee, and it's just a really nice like dark, well, it's not that dark I don't think really. Well yeah, it is. It's like a goldy, I don't hold it up too far in case it all falls out, but it's like a nice dark brown with like gold in it. It's so pretty. Just wait until we put it on. For the glitter glue, I'm using the NYX glitter glue. This is such a good like glitter primer or pigment primer. I also use a Too Faced one, but this one just works just as good for me. Okay, so I'm just using a little flat fluffy like shader. You can use like a flat packer brush. I'm going to use the glitter glue first. Oops. And I'm putting quite a bit on because I want to make sure I can pack as much glitter as possible onto my eyelid. Making sure I get right in the inner corner. I am going up to the crease as well. I do want like the glitter to go up quite fast. And then I'm going to empty a bit of the glitter out. Oh sugar, that was a bit too much. Okay, then I pick the glitter up on the glue side, which I've just put it on. I just find it picks up quite a lot that way. I don't even know if you can see that. And then let's press it on. And obviously it doesn't matter if any falls down. I just pack as much as I can on, and I'm pressing it up into the crease as well. And you can already see that that blending that we've done has really helped the glitter sort of blend in. I think this glitter has to be one of my favourites, like literally of all time now. I hope it's picking up on camera like how glittery this is. Okay, now my face is covered in glitter. I don't think we can actually fit any more glitter onto our eyeballs right now. So now we just need to like clean up under our eyes and get all of this glitter off my face. This can be a little bit of a bugger to get off, especially if you already have like primer and moisturiser on, which I have, but I can just always put a little bit on again after. I've literally just got glitter everywhere. One thing you also might want to do is just get a little, if you've got like a little spoolie or just one of these, just give your lashes like a quick brush through, because you will have it on your lashes, and just use one of these to just sort of dust it off. And then I'll do my mascara now as well, and then also apply lashes. So I'll do that off camera. I'm going to use these lashes from Doll Beauty. These are in the shade Frankie, and you can get these from Topshop. So I'm using that. And then for mascara, I'm going to use the Selfie Lash Mascara. So I'm going to apply this and apply them, and then I'll be back in one sec. Okay, so I am back and lashes are on. For foundation, of course, we're going to go super full coverage because this is a New Year's Eve look. So what else would we wear? So for foundation, I'm going to use the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I'm going to mix 6, which is natural beige, and 2, which is just a little bit lighter, because not that you can tell, but I have fake tanned it. It's starting to come off now, so I'm not like super tanned enough for number 6, but then I'm not like super pale. I probably do look like I am in this light, but I'm actually not. So I'm going to mix these two together. I really like this foundation. It is quite thick, but I don't think it feels that thick when it's on, because I don't really like super thick foundations, so I don't think it feels like as thick like when you've blended it all out and everything. And then I'm just going to pounce that all in like I usually do. I always prefer a sponge for foundations. Let me know what you prefer down in the comments below. Do you use a sponge or do you use a brush, especially when you want more full coverage as well? I would just be interested to know like what you find easier for more full coverage foundation. Also need to cover up this friend I have on my chin at the moment. My skin is terrible. I think it's just because I've been eating that much rubbish food, because obviously it's been Christmas. So in the new year I'm going to try and eat a little bit healthier. That probably will not happen, so I don't even know why I'm mentioning it. So I always go in with one layer with my foundation first, and then I'll go in with the second or third, sometimes even 4. So for concealer, I'm first going to use the Makeup Revolution concealer, and then I'm going to use a highlighter under my eyes after. This makeup's really making me want to go out, and I literally have nowhere to go. So it's like only like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, so same routine with my concealer. I always leave the under eyes till last, because it does give you a little bit more coverage if you just let it sit to set for a while. And because this isn't a super winged out eye, I'm just kind of like blending it around the eyeshadow. So I'm not like sharpening it up like I usually like to do. Okay, and then just to highlight the under eyes a little bit, I'm going full glam today. I'm going to use this concealer. This is the Instant Anti-Age Eraser from Maybelline, but this is a neutralizer shade. Yeah, it's a neutralizer one, so it's like quite light and quite yellow, so it will brighten me up a little bit. For my contour, I'm going to use this, which I love to contour with. It's the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I use the shade Beautiful Bronze. And I work with it like off the back of my hand, because if I draw it on, I find that it dries just way too quick. And I use this as like more of like a cream bronzer slash contour. I'm going to use this little contour brush to apply it, and I just sort of like swirl it round in the back of my hand first, and I sort of contour with it, but then I blend it up onto my cheeks as well as like more of a bronzer. And then I'll just take my beauty sponge and just blend that back. Just like that. I always feel like I contour one side of my face better than the other as well. This side I always find really hard. I don't feel like I'm as good with that side. I think it's because I prefer, like, this is my good side, and this side I don't always get along with. Like a little bit around my jawline, and then I just like tap. I don't contour my nose because I don't know how to, but I do feel like sometimes this makes a little bit of a difference. So I literally just like tap either side, because I like to put bronzer on my nose as well, not as in like a contour way, but I feel like if the rest of my face is quite bronzed and contoured and my nose is just like white, it just looks weird. Oh, feeling very glam now. I'm going to set this in place. Now, I would usually use like a translucent powder, but I don't have a drugstore like loose translucent powder, so I'm going to use a compact. This one I still love, like I really like it. I use it like most days, but I think if I was going on a night out, I'd need something maybe a little bit more hardier than this. But this is really good as well. So this is the, I wish I could stop saying so. It's really annoying. This is the Insta Fix and Matte from Rimmel. I feel like I've never worn this for a night out, but because I like to put quite a lot on, I feel like this may cause like a white cast in photos, but I can't say like for certain because I don't know. I've not tried it. And I only set my concealed areas. I don't set like my cream contour area because when I apply bronzer, I feel like that sets it in place because I have quite dry skin, so I don't really like need to set really heavily. I'm going to use Milani's Baked Bronzer in Glow. I really like these bronzers because they just sort of take away that completely matte finish, because you can see like how matte my skin looks right now, and I'm not really that much of a fan of that because obviously I have dry skin, so I like a little bit of glow. See, I put it on my nose as well. I think it makes a difference. You might not, but I do. To deepen up my crease, my contour, I'm going to use this. This is the NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt. I really like this, especially the banana shade as well in this palette. So I'm going to use both of them. I'm going to use the contour shade first. This is quite dark, so I only really use this like when I'm tanned really. So I'm just going to use that to deepen up my contour a little bit. And then I do like to blend it up onto my cheeks as well. And for the under eyes, I might leave the under eyes till we finish the under eye makeup. What do you think? Yeah, I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to move on to the under eyes. I'm going to line my waterline just with any old black pencil. This one is from Avon. I think I want the under eyes to like be really smoky. I mean, it is New Year's Eve, so also like pushing this into my lower lash line. I'm going to use Cocoa Bear first to start smudging that out. And I'm trying to also like connect it in this outer corner as well, and then I am going to be blending it down quite far. I'm going to take that little blender that we were using. It's only just got like what we've used on, I haven't put anything else on it, and I'm just going to buffer that out. And right into the lashes, I'm going to take Americano and then just press that like right into the root. Okay, so I've just applied my bottom lash mascara. If you feel that now some glitter has fallen down like it has on mine, a little tip is just get a little bit of Scotch tape, just pounce it on like that, and it just picks up any sort of loose glitter. Instead, if you're trying to wipe it away, sometimes that can push it into your makeup. Okay, so now I'm going to go under my under eyes with that banana powder, and I'm also going to do this in like the areas which I usually highlight as well. Okay, then finally highlighter. I'm going to use the highlighter out of the Carly Bybel palette. This is the Deluxe palette. These are like some of my all-time favourite highlighters, so I'm going to use that gold one right there. So for lips, I think a red would go really, really nice, and especially for New Year's as well. But because I wore a red on Christmas Day, I'm going to try like a nude, maybe like a dark brown or something. I've got like a light nude, which I don't usually wear, with like a gloss as well. So I might try those instead. Okay, so to line my lips, I'm going to go a bit darker, so I'm going to use Los Angeles from NYX Cosmetics. And then I'm just going to pat that in so you can literally barely see it. And then fill it in with Cape Town, which is a soft matte lip cream. Okay, then I would probably leave it like this because I do like more of a matte finish, but I'm going to try a gloss and see what it looks like. So this is from Primark and I have no idea what colour it is. It's just like a really pale nude gloss. I think I actually really like that. Okay guys, so that completes this drugstore affordable chocolatey glittery brown New Year's Eve makeup tutorial. I really hope you like it and also have an amazing new year as well. Please give it a big thumbs up if you do like it. Don't forget to subscribe as well and I will see you in the new year in my next one. Bye!